Getting them both. Bit of he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of...
Yeah.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping and jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I want the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me surviving fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me surviving fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill them in stride. I love all my haters, they consider they pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit them, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the face, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity like bus and bus. Got too far in this to starve in this, and that's enough.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Green Bay Packers. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Play action this time with Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
The slot man in motion right. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into fourth place all time. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Purdy. That's a Packers touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CDDs. He's got a man complete. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cooper will go in motion. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the Packers' 12-yard line.
Love now. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake, Love. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action here. Purdy, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Love. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. 48 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Pat Freiermuth from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. On first down, Purdy. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Purdy from the gun. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's caught. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
At the Raiders' 3-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Wiggles free. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Packers 28, Raiders 24.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 37.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
At the 7-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Love. Oh, and that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow, line. Ready?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
138 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They run it with Jacobs. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third down and 1. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In motion goes the tight end.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Love from the gun on 3rd down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Love.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Raiders, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down. They celebrate a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action, now Purdy. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover and downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Slot man moves right. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. First down, Raiders.
52 blaster. Opposite, green.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the set. Timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Purdy. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Purdy's throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Oakland. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. On 3rd down, Oakland. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing, Purdy. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Touchdown, Packers. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have
taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal.
Here's Love. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Love.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. Oakland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Packers, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.